Okay, so I love this woman. She is such an alpha. Let's listen to Candace.
You guys, happy Monday, and is everybody okay? I just want to check in to see if everybody's feeling okay, because there are a lot of people online who are coming undone. What is it about the Charlie Kirk investigation? What is it about Charlie Kirk's assassination that is causing so much panic? They're saying I faked the text messages again, the ones I showed regarding Ben Shapiro. They got AI analysis.
Okay, let's see.
These
I've
are
got a
fake.
mess here.
They're
Let's fix
sending
it.
experts, quote unquote experts, out to diagnose the advice show, and they decided we're a cult. Okay. Over the weekend, Grok, literally the AI robot, crashed out. He crashed out. He couldn't keep up with the lies about me, and so then he stated, the robot on top of a trend, that Candace Owens has accused Marcus Neal of murdering Charlie Kirk this past October. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna say, that's kind of weird how the only people that seem to believe the Fed story are Zionists, and they demand that we accept the Fed story, and their panic is making me think that we're getting closer to something, and that something is pretty big, and it's going to imply a lot of people. I don't know. Today I'm going to tell you guys about a particular person who is connected to Charlie Kirk and January 6th. So welcome back to Candace.
Got to redo all this power. Clean it up. Oh, we gotta get through the stupid ad first.
Okay, so something that I want to say right at the top here before we get further into the Charlie Kirk story and speaking about January 6th and how somehow that's connected.
Why do you
There's
check
something I learned
something?
that's bothering me. Just going to put it out there, see if it bothers you as well. But I learned via tips that the feds immediately seized the footage at Timpanogos Hospital. Okay, Timpanogos Hospital, remember, this is the hospital that it was quite strange that they moved to take Charlie to, because it was further and also less equipped than UV Hospital. Like, it was like UV was a trauma 1, and Timpanogos was trauma 3, and a bunch of people said very strange that they took him here. And then it got strange because we started hearing from other people that he was definitely at UV Hospital. It was very weird. Anyways, I would like to add to that by saying, on the day that Charlie was shot, for whatever reason, Kash Patel injects himself into it, the feds seized all of the footage at the hospital that Charlie was brought to at Timpanogos. That doesn't make sense to me. Nothing makes sense to me in this whole story, so this is just kind of the icing on, on the top here. Not even the icing on the top. But
not at all.
Why would they move to seize that footage? How is that going to help their investigation? What's happening inside of Timpanogos? How is that going to help their investigation, their immediate boots-on-the-ground investigation into who shot Charlie Kirk? They're on a manhunt. Why are they going, okay, let's at first grab the footage at Timpanogos? Does that make sense? Were you worried? Did a nurse call 911 and say, oh, a guy just ran in here with a gun, and you need to seize the footage because that's going to help you track him down? If that didn't happen, why are you seizing that footage? I don't know. With everything that is going on, and I would say almost the lack of information that we have at Timpanogos, not a single person who captured them pulling up, nothing, despite the fact that there were news cameras outside waiting, oddly, from like a New York news
Wait,
channel.
I thought I turned the sound
We have
off.
not seen anything regarding that we can build in confidently on our timeline that would let us know what time in particular Charlie arrived at the hospital. And I feel like something's amiss if the feds move to grab the footage inside of the hospital immediately and outside of the hospital immediately. So just putting it out there.
There it is.
If you maybe were somebody who has footage and saw that black SUV pull up at the hospital, please get that to us at moretips@CandaceOwens.com, because it's starting to bother me. Something there is starting to feel amiss. Everything's amiss. Anyway, there also happens to be another interesting constellation that's
there,
building
I can
here,
hear a little better.
because, as I said at the top, there is something about this investigation into Charlie Kirk and who assassinated him that is causing extremely powerful people to panic. a network of powerful people. And by powerful people, I mean the feds, okay? I don't know about you, but I'm starting to wonder if every major publicly traumatizing event may have actually just been organized by the feds. And rather than blaming themselves, the strategy that they always employ is to get out a narrative, a sloppy narrative, like we saw this time with the Charlie Kirk assassination.
Going on?
That is one thing that I will say is so amazing. The only thing that has been amazing about the Charlie Kirk assassination is that it has brought the left and the right together. What I mean by that is typically we're ready to take the Fed slop. This time it was the messages, obviously, and they're like, oh, my dad's MAGA. He was MAGAing too hard. And the left was supposed to go, see, it's his dad's fault. MAGA's bad. And then the right was supposed to go, look, trans person bad. This time, though, we all went, this is too evil. It feels orchestrated. And do you guys always do this? Like, is this what you guys do?
Yep.
That
Sure do.
Now that I'm reflecting, and I am including myself in this, that was kind of my old vibe, left or right. That was definitely the vibe.
Can we not get under
6th,
here?
Right? We all took the bait. Just own it. Okay?
Right.
If you're a lefty, own it. You were like, MAGA is bad. If you're on the right, own it. We were like, the left is bad. They're overthrowing an election. We did it. On January 6th, 2020, I can tell you where I was. I was 9 months pregnant, my first child, and I was super MAGA at this time. I would have definitively gone to this soft as steel rally, but I was just too pregnant to go. And I was living in D.C., so it was just down the street from me. And I reflect on that, and I think, wow, that saved me. Because I could have been swept up in what happened on January 6th. Could have been there. We all know how the story goes. Trump hosts this speech. He has this rally. And then afterward, people, quote-unquote, storm the Capitol, break through the barriers, and there's an insurrection, and CNN is showing these clips and the footage. And it's funny for me, especially, because I was right up the road, and as a resident in D.C., living there, and I was thinking how strange it was. I was sitting on the couch with my husband, and we start getting all these phone calls, like, from my sisters and family members asking if we're okay. And we didn't have the news on, and we're like, yeah, we're okay. So strange that you're calling. We don't even hear any noise. And it was actually the first time that there was peace in D.C., meaning it was the summer of BLM riots. So it was strange that we never got called when people's cars were getting smashed and things were being burned to the ground. But suddenly we were getting phone calls because the media was there, right there. MAGA's gone too far, and then they were showing all this footage. It was out of place, right? Now, I knew instantly, as a D.C. resident, that the feds were involved because of the pipe bombs. That was it. I knew they were involved when I heard that pipe bombs were mysteriously dropped off the night before at the DNC headquarters, RNC headquarters, and we just don't know who did that. Because I live there, and it's the Capitol, so every square inch there's a camera. You just can't do that. You can't just get away from being a couple of blocks away from the White House and dropping off pipe bombs, right? Anyways, this weekend, after 5 long years, finally...
It's going to take a bit.
I'll say allegedly, because I guess we're going to have to wait for the feds to dispute this, but the person responsible for dropping off those pipe bombs was revealed to be a Fed. More specifically, a 31-year-old woman and a United States Capitol Police officer named Shawnee Ray Kirkuth, right? A reporter named Steve Baker, just deserves all of the credit on this amazing discovery. And I'm going to let you listen to Glenn Beck, who is interviewing Steve Baker, and tell you about how he came across this footage and how that went down.
Gotta add on. There we go.
When I stumbled on what I stumbled on, and because as I said, I've been pulling these threads for years, and
I don't like Glenn Beck. He reminds me of a shill.
And when I pulled this thread, I was so shocked by what I saw, I immediately took it to a source in one of the most important, highest level investigative federal agencies in the country. I immediately took it to our sources there, and I said, you have to see this. After they looked at it for about 2 hours, the response that I got back was, holy F. And then the follow-up response was, he's one of us.
find out the position. I mean, this is going to lead, it's not just this one person. This now will implicate so many people at the highest levels.
Oh, so close.
That had to have known because of what happened after January 6th. I mean, it's I mean, how big does this net get?
How big does this net get? I'm feeling this way about the Charlie Kirk investigation. A lot of people are going to get swept up in this investigation, perhaps the same people that are going to get swept up in the January 6th. And it's not going to be this left or right story, right? Now, much more is going to come out. I'm not here to cover all of January 6th and what they have been unpacking. More will come out in the coming days. What we do know is, like I said, this was a 5-year investigation.
Hopefully that'll do it.
CIA spokeswoman Liz Lyons stated that Shawnee Kirkhoff,
Yes.
The alleged person who dropped off these pipe bombs, worked in Capitol Police
Oh,
campus security.
I still need a few.
She lives in Alexandria, Virginia. She is apparently now under the watch of law enforcement officers because the Blaze News editor-in-chief decided to pull up to her house to just kind of see if any action was happening at her home.
Maybe that'll be
And
enough.
then he instantly got stopped by the
Grab
police
this just in case.
before they allowed him to leave. Now, surprise, surprise, I think it's always the feds, and we might be being ruled by criminals. Like, I don't know, Jeffrey Epstein who?
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
We're still talking about Jeffrey
There it
Epstein.
is.
Now, if we are allowed to follow this idea that the feds are behind.
Milestone reached.
Come
Several
on.
new structures are now available for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier
Yeah,
to
we'll
manage
do that
placement
stuff
of any
later.
structure. In the
I like-
event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to
Huh.
planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
Animals are good. Let's put them right here. Organization, no. Yeah, lookout tower. That's what I want. I need more pipes. Am I out of pipes? All right, go back to Candace.
Self. And interestingly enough, on the quote-unquote Republican side, Christian Zionist pastors were heavily involved in not just influencing the public, right? Understanding right away, telling the public, the Republicans, that we had to fight for justice. They went out immediately following the election results. One person was Lance Wallnow. Okay, why don't you remember this guy's name? Lance Wallnow. Immediately, just 3 days after the election of 2020, on November 6th,
okay.
he publishes this onto his Facebook page, okay? It says, "We're going to expose the fraud and stop the steal. The Lord our God is with us, and we were built for this battle. Be strong and courageous." So that's 3 days after he's saying, stop the steal.
There we go.
Be strong, be courageous. And Lance, who is a charismatic preacher, wasn't the only charismatic preacher or pastor that instantly threw their weight behind, quote-unquote, stopping the steal. Actually,
There it is.
4 out of the 6
What?
protest permits that were issued on January 6th were issued to independent, charismatic Christian groups, okay?
Probably right here would be good.
15 of these pastors and leaders surrounded Trump at the White House leading up to the January 6th Stop the Steal rally, telling him that the war was now spiritual. So they're in his ear. This is spiritual. This is what you have to do,
Oh, that's
Mr.
big.
President, okay?
There we
There's
go.
an article about that. It's the new Apostolic Reformation drove the January 6th riots. So why was it overlooked by the House?
Did
Select
not
Committee's
know that.
responses, okay? NAR, I brought this up to you before. Lance Wallnow is in this article. So is Sean Foyt. I'm thinking these names might sound familiar. Certainly Sean Foyt. I brought him
She
up
is
to
definitely
you.
not playing
Team
around.
US Faith, who started to lead these events that they were having. So who is Lance Wallnow? Well, he is one of these NAR preachers, like I said.
NAR creature. That's great.
Mandate, okay? Charlie began to become very interested in the Seven Mountain Mandate. I would say, like, he became mesmerized by the Seven Mountain Mandate. He became friends with Lance
I don't know.
Wallnau.
That
I'm going
might
to
be
let
a
you
good
listen to
idea.
Lance himself describe this 7-mountain mandate in his own words.
That's an ad. Sorry.
Hi, I'm Lance Wallnau. I want to talk to you for a moment about this concept called the 7M mandate. In reality, it started with a conversation I had in the year 2000. I had been talking to Lauren Cunningham, who's the founder of Youth with a Mission. And Lauren was sharing with me about a conversation he had had with Bill Bright. The two of them were visited, actually, by the Lord within the same 24 hours. And God spoke to them and said they had a message to give the other man. And the message was that there are 7 molders of culture, or 7 world kingdoms, and that he who could take those kingdoms could take the harvest of nations. Now, this illustration is the way I see it. I look at it this way. I see
I think
those
it got
7
them all.
molders of culture as being the religion mountain,
I'm
as
gonna
a
have
metaphor
to.
for something you've got to take or climb. Then we
How am I
have
gonna go down
education,
without
we could say.
dying?
Family, these are in no particular order
I
of
better.
importance. They all
Well,
represent
no, maybe not.
the forces that shape
I
societies
don't
and
know.
nations. Government,
Oh, okay.
media,
There we go.
art, which is the entertainment mountain, and
All right, so
business,
that's
which is where we
done.
have the economics mountain happening also. Now, these 7 fields of influence are very powerful, so powerful, in fact, that
Cut
he who
that one.
occupies the top of those mountains can literally shape the agenda that forms nations. The foundation of the prosperity of nations is going to have to be their teaching.
He literally sounds like a New World Order
You can do that
shill
you
or
can
something.
do that over. You can be, like I always say, you could actually be following that thing from Jehovah Rofi, Jehovah Nisi, Jehovah Sikkenu, or Jehovah Sneaky. Because God has a way.
Yeah, there's no such thing as Jehovah's Sneaky. That's not how God works.
Because the gospel is bigger than just the
So
church
we'll
movement.
put
It's
him,
the
I think I'll
gospel
put him
power.
right here. Let's do
So what he's
that.
describing there, and what they believe, is that there are new prophets, there are new apostles, they have the 7-mountain mandate, and when he is speaking about covertly, he means that, okay? This is a philosophy of infiltration. He says, but before people even know, boom, he describes it as a devil, before people know, boom, everyone around them is actually working for a higher purpose. Man, I gotta say, this
Sounds like a
reminds
cult.
me of what happened to Charlie, right? This is kind of where this is going. Turning Point Faith, everywhere that I'm investigating, Turning Point Faith keeps coming up. These characters keep coming up, and there's a pattern that I'm noticing that a lot of these mainstream pastors and preachers actually come from high-ranking military families. High-ranking military families that have been around for a long time, ties to the Navy, ties to the Air Force. Frank Turek, Air Force, Rob McCoy, we discussed about his background, his naval background, psychological operations. They're literally named like a fleet of ships after his father. Like there was like the McCoy Naval something. Lance Wallnau, he's no different. He graduated from a military academy. His father, Carl Wallnau, was a major in the United States Air Force. Okay, Wallnau served under General Patton. After the war, he then continued his adventures as a field engineer for Standard Oil. Okay, building high pressure,
getting deep.
Liquid propane installations throughout political revolutions in the world. So he would go and do that in Haiti and Cuba, Dominican Republic, places that I would argue that we cause a lot of drama in. Just saying. So Lance fits the pattern well. And before I tell you how he is very connected to Turning Point USA Faith, I do want to also be clear that Frank Turek stands out because he flat out acknowledged on one of his podcasts that NAR
Why does that look
was
weird?
a cult, actually darker than a cult.
Okay.
Take a listen to what Frank Turek said about
It is a
NAR.
cult.
Like technically a group, and NAR stands for what again? I'm sorry, the New Apostolic Reformation. That's Bill Johnson out there in California, Northern California. We'll talk about him in a minute.
That's why the IHOP's involved in it.
They don't necessarily add, subtract, multiply, or divide, but their hermeneutic, the way they interpret the scriptures, is aberrant, and they interpret the scriptures in such a way
Aberrant?
that their practice
That's weird.
follows this aberrant theology that they have, and they
He said it.
That is correct. Now, Frank Turek, this didn't stop him. It didn't make him go warn Charlie about this in any way.
There we go. So I got those done.
And Lance Wallno worked his way to Turning Point USA. I had a phone call with someone, by the way, who was extremely close to this current administration, and they said, completely offhandedly, we were not even really discussing Charlie, but then they said, you know something that's really weird? I was at Charlie's memorial. She said, when did Turning Point become so faith-focused? She's like, I remember, obviously, Charlie always spoke about his evangelical faith. She's like, but when you guys were running around and started all these Turning Point chapters, it was all about free markets and capitalism. And she was like, and I was at the rally, and it was suddenly faith, 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 pastor, 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 pastor. And I said, you know, that is actually interesting. That is true. That it just kind of started, and then it
follow the money.
Almost the biggest thing about Turning Point. It's really interesting to consider that Turning Point suddenly got super duper faithful with what I would say is an interesting cast of characters, the wrong characters. Okay, Rob McCoy leading that frontier, as we know. What people don't know publicly is that Lance Wallnow was working with him. Okay, he was intimately involved, and more importantly, he was financially involved. Sources within Turning Point's faith department tell me that Lance was running the show behind the scenes through funding, that he put a ton of money into Turning Point USA faith operations. Now, I guess a better way for me to state this, and I want to be super clear here, is that Lance Wallnow, who's from a military family, and who is saying that he believes in infiltration as a means to climb mountains and overtake society, however he just described that, right?
Oh, Sonny. Always so eager to race. But this
the heck?
Was privately directing large sums of money into Turning Point faith. Okay, he's friends with Rob McCoy, and he eventually did tour stops with Turning Point faith. And he knew Charlie. He said Charlie was his friend. I think truly as a society that we need to start focusing our attention independently. Village Crazy Lady, I told you guys about Mel on X. She's been doing great work on this, but you need to start investigating this faith military constellation. We can call it the militant faith pipeline, because it's getting a little much for me. I mean, I told you guys, you start looking at that and you wonder about other events that have happened in the past, right? There were a ton of conspiracies following October 1st, 2017, when the Las Vegas shooting happened. Largest mass shooting in American history. And it was almost instantly covered up. 58 people were murdered. More than 600 others were injured. And they told us that it was just a lone shooter, Stephen Paddock, some crazy guy who acted alone.
They were really killed?
Conspiracy theorists said it was a military operation, and there was a ton of evidence to support that. Okay? Fast forward a year later, on November 7th of 2018, and there's almost this like Las Vegas shooting hangover that happens in Thousand Oaks, California. Oddly, about 40 people who were at the Las Vegas shooting were all at the Borderline bar one night when a Marine, whose family knows Rob McCoy, well, Rob McCoy is friends with that Marine, that Marine's mother decides to storm into a bar and conduct a mass shooting. And a victim of that bar shooting was a 27-year-old Navy veteran who had survived the Las Vegas shooting. So it just makes me wonder, was he a victim or was he a target, right? We have to start asking these questions. This is a headline from the BBC regarding the Las Vegas shooting, the Thousand Oaks shooting at the Borderline Bar and Grill. The Las Vegas shooting survivor being among the dead. We're not getting answers to any of these questions, and they're telling everybody that these are just conspiracies. It's always a conspiracy when you start questioning these Fed narratives. One survivor said that the three of them were meeting up for a second time in about a year, having, I guess, like a little Las Vegas reunion, and that's why they were all there. The point being is, following this, a month after this, Rob McCoy then gets elected mayor of Thousand Oaks. He's mayor for a year. And
it's a lot of work, but we are getting it put together.
What is happening here?
I'm learning a lot.
Who is funding Romanian sex trafficking on my X feed that is involving one of these churches, one of these big churches out in California, and I'm saying it's time to start prodding the narrative because I'm thinking that perhaps faith has been hijacked, and like I said,
Yep.
we are going to have some explosive stuff
She's right.
on Wednesday that we discovered about this Charlie case. The faith element is compelling, and I am not
Nar is
convinced
the worst.
that these people that stand on stages and tell you to stop following Tucker Carlson are working on behalf of the Lord, okay? I don't think that that's the case. I think these people that are telling you that you are not allowed to question Israel or you're going to go to hell are not working on behalf of God. I think that they worship specific people with military ties. In fact, they are just following orders. But there's a picture here that's emerging that we should not ignore. So we will pause there. Get into some of these bizarre responses that I've been going through, militant responses that I've been going through on X from Christian Zionists.
Okay, we'll get that one.
We'll be right back. All right, you guys, I'm going to tell you about Preborn because you know that I think it's time for all of us to stand up for truth. We have to be courageous. We have to be done playing defense. We shouldn't water down what we believe to be palatable. Silence is not actually kindness, it is consent, and right now the greatest silence surrounds the topic of lives that are lost before they even take their first breaths.
Oh, it's an ad. Sorry, guys.
You
can watch the ads on her channel if you want to. Alright, there it is. I'm gonna wait for the YouTube ad.
Don't wait for the next crisis. Protect your future today. Call 855-815-GOLD or visit CandaceLikesGold.com. Again, that's CandaceLikesGold.com.
She does,
There is definitely something going on here with these mega churches and these mega pastors. And what I was just referring to in the monologue was in California, where a lot of these churches, mega churches are, there's been another mega church pastor that was accused of trafficking children. Trafficking children from Romania, of all places. And that's
okay, so we've got all those done. Now we'll work on the other one.
Right? A missionary. Again, this element of missionary going around the world on these missions. Something is just stinking to high heaven. And I like to press my finger here, and I don't particularly love the reaction that we're seeing from Christian Zionists right now. I don't even know how to describe what is happening over in Christian Zionist land. It is wacky. It is definitively exceptional. I've never seen it. There's anger, there's tears, there's frustration, there's fatigue, there's defeat, and of course, there's biblical scripture, right? When my show hit #1 globally last week, it was just an all-out virtual war. Seth Dillon from the Babylon Bee tweeted this. This is hilarious. He obviously just tweets a verse trying to make it seem like, again, this is what they
Tell
do.
me
Christian
which one it
Zionists,
is. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Like, use scripture to justify who they really just want to insult me or Tucker Carlson. But what do you benefit if you gain the whole world but lose your own soul? Okay, like that's not like that is. Are you out of your mind? Actually, I didn't sell my soul, right? All of you guys did. I had to literally build from scratch because I was rejected everywhere, plus canceled. You shut down. You went after my sponsors. You emailed people. You got me banned from Australia. I actually did the exact opposite. I didn't sell my soul, and I said what was right about what was happening in Gaza. So there's that. Joel Berry, who also was at the Babylon Bees, real funny guys, wrote this. In the last year, Candace and Tucker have given our side nothing but demoralization, division, confusion, and conflict.
Oh, it's the same.
On the right has been devastating. They've made us
okay, so what do I do? What am I doing then? There we go.
Strange.
Put it over
I've
here.
never been on the same side as Joe Barry. I just want to clarify that. I am never on the side of people that cheer on kids being killed and churches being bombed and insinuate as he did that even the Christians in Gaza are really human beings and that they're all supporting Hamas, which is basically justifying a genocide, right? Justification of genocide. I have never been on your side. Then there were these compounding lies, okay? Obviously, last week we watched Ben press Megan on stage. Very strange to see him do something like that.
There it
See him
is.
just lie and try to pressure after her with the lie. And it was also on the day that it was announced that this podcast was #1 globally. I responded on my show with the truth, showed you screenshots of what Charlie had said, told you honestly that he had kind of prevented Charlie from coming up, and that was certainly how Charlie felt. And then some guy named Frank McCormick on X started circulating, and then of course I instantly made a trend that I forged the text messages, that I just made them up, and I was just going to be so risky and throw these text messages up and just lie as if I wasn't going to get debunked quickly. Anyways, this is what he wrote on there. Candace Owens recently posted what she claims are more text messages from Charlie Kirk. He asked ChatGPT to analyze. Look at this next one. If you want to skip over to the next, he analyzed the bubble design, the profile placement, the header layout, font, spacing,
All right,
color, balance.
let's go and do
and
this one now.
he discovered that these were digitally fabricated. Bro, you didn't have to do any of that. You could just ask me to show you the messages. I show messages on this show. Like, I'm happy to show you guys this live. So just to give you the receipts here. Wait, Skylar, can you tell me in my ear, what did the message even say? Because I can look it up. Just give me, like, the sentence. Okay, keep going. That's populating it because the way that it's spaced. Can you give me the sentence after that?
I'm gonna put him right.
There we go.
Oh, I'm out of stuff.
We just have to treat him like. No, wait. Are there typos in that? Here we go. I found it. There we go. There we go. Okay, here we go, guys. Just to show you this, just looked up on my phone. These are not made up text messages. You probably want to see the date here.
Wow.
See the time sliding. Hold on. We did not make up these messages. Okay. Iron sharpens iron. It's not a dominance partnership. Each hand washes the other. It is what Christ talked about as true partnership, reliant yet separate. None other dominant. Of course, there is struggle, disagreement, but each side gets stronger and sharper because of the other. This is us describing our partnership. These are just real. Like, what an absolute nonsense to think that I would make up text messages. Like, it's just such a nonsense. I don't even know what would be the point of that. What would be the point of that, okay? I was very clear at the beginning of this entire thing. No fakeness and no gayness. You know, I asked that if you didn't get along with Charlie, you don't think that you could just drop $1 million and then rewrite history, okay? You might have money, we have truth. That's what's on our side. Also, to build upon that, I saw a clip of Ali Stuckey, who I very much like. I've been clear with that. I very much like Ali Stuckey. I'm very surprised she's working with Alyssa Cordova, but she's also in very rare form. I don't know what's driving that, and she kind of, I guess, I don't know when this live was taken, presumably over the last week, and I just saw it circulating, said to people that we shouldn't be asking these questions about the Charlie Kirk assassination. Anyways, I'm not going to put words in her mouth. Listen to Ali Stuckey.
I'm just really tired of some of y'all not thinking. I really am. You say that you're seeking truth and asking questions, but you're actually just outsourcing your critical thinking and your question asking to someone else, and you're never really asking questions. You're never saying, does that make sense? Or what could be the other side of that story? Or what is the alternative explanation for that? Or are these two things actually connected?
They lied to us, chick. Wake up.
Netflix series. It's not an Agatha Christie novel. You're not watching a whodunit movie. These are people's real lives. And if you were implicating a real person in a murder plot, you better be 100% sure that it is true and backed by hard evidence. Think. Turn on your brain. The thoughts we think and the words we say not only affect real people's lives, but they carry weight in eternity. We are responsible for
That's
these
right.
things. I'm going to take that seriously, but you should too. Look, y'all, I don't even want... I've just been wrestling with this so much over the past few weeks. I don't want the drama. I don't
You can't handle the truth, woman.
The time and energy that it takes to go through, to make all of these claims first is incredible, but then to go through and debunk all of these claims, I don't have that time. I don't have that energy. I don't have that capacity. I don't.
That's rough.
Okay, Candace, what are we going to say to that?
Look, Allie, I just think she should take a break. Like, I genuinely didn't even know she was going through it like this. Like, I don't think we asked her for any assistance at all, actually. I did all the work, and people sent me stuff, and then we put together a timeline. And here's what I want to say, because you're saying it's real life. It was Charlie's real life.
That's
Allie,
right.
That was Charlie's real life when you saw him sitting there and he got shot. That was his real life. So I feel like that's the part you're missing, because you're so worried about the surrounding cast of characters who have been literally caught lying. They lied. That's why we're here, okay? We didn't just randomly pluck people
Come
up from
on,
obscurity.
girl.
Okay, these are people who said, he had blood on him. He's amazing. He was so amazing, but he walked away from Charlie as he was bleeding out. His real life. That was his real life, okay? So that's what's on the line right here, is he's not here anymore. Maybe you're not worried about him, but I am. I'm actually worried, and I want to know what happened to Charlie Kirk, okay? And why I feel like you and so many Christian Zionists just kind of want to turn him into a ghost, like, you know, Charlie the Friendly Ghost,
Yeah.
and are not interested at all.
It's sad.
And if you're looking for real-life Agatha Christie
I'm
stuff,
sick.
in real life, people's necks don't stop 30-06 bullets. In
Nope.
real life, that's all I'm saying. In real life, when you spend millions of dollars on security, on your security detail, they don't have you sitting like a sitting duck and forget to have an ambulance behind you. In real life, I worked for Turning Point USA, and I know what does not make sense in terms of the timeline of how this event came together. And in real life, if somebody suspects you in a murder for any reason whatsoever, and you can put something out publicly that will clarify a fact that isn't correct, if you say it's not correct, you would do that. You wouldn't hide. In 4 seconds, I would say, the reason why I was on the phone with so-and-so had nothing to do with anything. So people are following their instincts because they should, but I just want to remind you, because it bothers me, that was Charlie's real life. Okay? That was Charlie's real life.
You tell her.
Okay? Move on for that. See, you're stressed out. I'm stressed out too, to be honest with you. And we're not the only people that are stressed out, because apparently Grok is stressed out because they can't keep up with the lies that are being spread about me. So he has some sort of a software crash out. This was him being like, I'm tired, and sitting in his car. I'm just going to show
That's
you what Grok
freaking
said
awesome.
at the top here.
Freaking AI
on the
chatbot
Grok headline,
blew up.
Candace Owens accuses Turning Point USA of Charlie Kirk assassination role. And then it says, Candace Owens alleged Turning Point USA orchestrated the October 15th, 2025 assassination of its founder, Charlie Kirk, in Phoenix, Arizona, by former volunteer Marcus Hale, who police say acted alone with no evidence. Ben Shapiro publicly condemned Owens' claims as evil. And then, it's just, none of this is real. Like, you guys are exhausting not just Ali Stuckey, you're exhausting Grok. So many questions. If you don't have time to look at the facts and see what we've come up
That's
with,
freaking
then that's
awesome.
fine. But you're not required to interject here. I just want everybody to know that. Grok, Ali, everyone, you are not required to take part in this, and we're not stopping, okay? And I just sense that we're getting close. When I tell you on Wednesday what we discovered about those Egyptian military planes, I think some more people are going to be on the run. Anyways, the oddest response...
Oh, she stays alive.
Has been kind of psychopathic obsessed with destroying Tucker Carlson for years.
There we go.
Now.
Is that
He was
working?
very happy when Tucker Carlson got fired from Fox News. They don't seem to be friends. And regarding Mark Levin, if a person was actually like, you should move to Israel because it would make you happier, if that was a person, that would be Mark Levin, okay? Turning Point USA, credit to them, said we are not canceling Tucker Carlson despite the peer pressure, despite them sending out every media pawn on the board to make that happen. They said he's still speaking, and not only is he speaking, but why don't you debate Mark Levin? Debate Tucker Carlson on stage. And this is how Mark Levin responded. It's incredible, and I'm actually going to roll the whole thing. It's about 2.5 minutes, but I want you guys to listen to him.
Got a very strange text this morning from Tucker Carlson. 10:16 a.m. I'll read it to you verbatim. Good morning, he writes to me. The leadership at Turning Point has asked me to debate you at their event in Scottsdale in December. I'm happy to do it, and I hope you'll agree as well. Beyond the personal
That's
insults,
awesome.
which I'll try to keep to a minimum, there are real and important ideological differences between us. And I think the country would benefit from an extended conversation about them. So again, I hope you'll accept. Let me know. Thanks. desperate. He's taking a hit on his podcast. He's fighting like hell for his career. He's fighting like hell for his reputation. People are awakening to what's
With 5 million subscribers, okay. You just keep believing that.
Platform him. He thinks I'm going to help him kick up his podcast rating. What would Charlie say? What would Rush say? What would any rational response? Here it is. I wrote him the following. My family and I want nothing to do with you. What you've become, your vile libels against my faith, millions of Christians, and in my view, what you seek to do to our country. There's nothing to debate. You're a Nazi promoter. You're the modern-day David Duke. I debate people with whom I disagree.
What a sicko.
We're a lot smarter than you, but for whom I have some respect. I'm also disappointed in TPUSA that continues to platform you. It's not about free speech. You can be heard by millions regardless. Some unsolicited advice. Stop long enough to remember who you used to be and what you used to stand for. So, as expected, knee-jerk. For the record, I'm strongly anti-Nazi. Does he sound that way to you, America? Oh, you're going to hear more. That's hardly the point. This seems like the perfect opportunity to rebut what you consider evil ideas and to do it to my face like a man. I think you jumped at the chance assuming you'd be weaker positions are defensible.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Is it possible you can't really defend, for example, what Israel has done to civilians in Gaza? I said, there you go. You're not feared, you're despised. Well, you're a coward. If you change your mind, I'm here. Thanks.
This isn't just a burger.
That's freaking awesome.
Real Wisconsin cheddar, big cup bacon, and creamy garlic mayo.
Alright, let's go ahead and
Bastard, you attacked my
that.
stepson? You didn't do that face-to-face, did you? He stabbed him in the back while he's serving President Trump on his second tour while he's in safe rooms with ballistic missiles passing over his head. You little bastard. Nobody's afraid of you.
Yeah, this definitely won't be for kids.
I'd rather debate a skunk than you.
Is he good? Is everybody okay? Like, what? This would be your opportunity to reveal Tucker Carlson to the world.
Alright, so I need to
since
get
he's
some
saying-
pipes here. So
and he's a
let's get
fraud, he's
rid of
lying, all this stuff.
this.
Like, why wouldn't you readily accept that debate? Why are you so focused on canceling him? And LOL to you saying that you don't want to platform Tucker Carlson. Yeah, you know what? I decided on this podcast, I'm not going to platform Taylor Swift. Yeah, I'm not going to platform her. So if she ever wants to call me this podcast, I will not platform. Like, are you this deluded? You cannot be that delusional. You cannot be that delusional. What are you saying?
Oh, he is.
Something is happening. I'm telling you guys, this is like a full Zionist crash out since Charlie died, and I just feel like they sense a very real threat.
They
to
sure
the little
do.
matrix that they established, and so much so that I'm actually proud to announce that I have finally caught the final Pokemon.
Alright, let's try it
I've long
again.
said that in terms of the names I get called in the media, I feel like I'm playing Pokemon. I just gotta catch every single ball. When they try to cancel you, that's what they do. They call you all sorts of things. Anti-Semitic. I've been called a self-made black person. I've been called a homophobe. I've been called a transphobe. I've been called crazy. I've been diagnosed as suffering from postpartum depression or postpartum psychosis, or postpartum depression, and I didn't think there was anything left for me to grab. But
Could
it's
have
here.
move
It's
you
finally
over.
now won the game, and they are calling me a cult leader. Yeah, so because I survived all their attacks and focused my energy on what I wanted to build and not on who I wanted to destroy, they have decided that that's because I'm leading a cult. Now, when I think of a cult, I typically think of people who say like, oh, you're going to get into heaven if you defend Bibi Netanyahu, right? It says it right here in the Bible, and if you don't unfollow Candace Owens, you won't go to heaven. That, to me, is cult language, promising people that their souls are somehow tied to following your instructions. I'm just trying to figure out who killed Charlie Kirk, okay? That's all. I want to know who killed my friend. Well, Carrie Smith, who is the host of the podcast Deprogrammed with Carrie Smith, says that she was formerly of a cult mindset, so she's an expert on this, and she has now watched 10 episodes of this show. She watched the Charlie Kirk series, and she has determined that if you are interested in what I have to say and what I am uncovering about Charlie Kirk's assassination, then you at home are in a cult. Take it away, Carrie.
I do think it's a cult. I think she is exhibiting several cult tactics. She's demonstrating several different tactics. I think she's using manipulative language and cluster B personality disorder behavior. I think that it's easy to observe that, but
whatever, dude.
It's not easy for some people, I guess, and I'm assuming maybe that's because they haven't been through that before with someone. Maybe they haven't experienced it before, and so this is not an episode for people who are in that cult. It's not an episode for people who are just hanging on every word and following it. And I've interacted with quite a few of you, and I'm not trying to convince you. You're obviously not going to be happy with this episode and call me all kinds of names. I've been over the weekend called every kind of a Jew lover. I'm getting paid $7,000. Why don't I go suck? Blah blah blah. Like just terrible, very angry things.
Sounds like a bot.
And that's okay. This isn't for you. This is an episode for normies who are trying to figure out what's happening because they used to
normies.
put a lot of trust.
Boy, she actually just said that.
Influential figures, and they're like, what is
Didn't make her
happening?
look good.
What happened to her?
So what happened to me was that I saw Charlie Kirk get shot in the throat. But I do want to just bring her up for a second without playing it. I can't be the only person that's really stressed out by how she's organizing those books. Like that is like I don't like the way those books are at all. That really stresses me out. So she's lucky I'm not 9 months pregnant because this would not fly. I would be organizing that. Why the different levels? Anyways, she's queen of diagnosing this, I guess, cluster B personality. Now, what I will say is this is, if you go back any Fed operation, COVID, whenever you don't follow the federal...
There we go.
You don't listen to the government. They always diagnose you with Machiavellian, what do they call it, like the dark triad traits, Machiavellian, narcissistic, and they say that you're in a cult. If you don't wear a mask, save lives. They did the same exact stuff. You can go back, literally go back. This is their final stage of we're not getting people to behave and listen to us, so we're going to diagnose them. And she listed all of the reasons, the signs that I was in a cult, and about 7 of them. One of them is forced teaming. She says that I use inclusive language, like us,
nice.
We will solve this.
All right, so we've got. Sorry about the ad. We've got
again,
pipes.
What is it about they and we? What is it about plurality that stresses these people out so much? These are just
spools.
words. I do think we are going to solve this. I say we because all the information I have is thanks to the tip slide. So we're all kind of in this together, trying to put the pieces together to figure out who killed Charlie. Yeah. She
You have to
also
make
says
some
that
screws
I repeat myself constantly, that I use sarcasm, and I would say that this is sounding a lot like my toddlers who could be in a cult. Now that I'm thinking about it, she might be right. That they are laughing, they are sarcastic, they definitely have used terms like we and us when they address me and their father, and they repeat themselves the whole time. So stay tuned. And then my favorite part is that she says, like, we have a phrase, and it's if you don't know, no. We don't know, but we know, and she says that's somehow cult. I don't know. It's a part of the cult stuff. So I guess I'm the cult that tell you to think for yourself and to trust your gut, and if something seems like it's wrong, it's because it probably is wrong, and the government telling you to violate that, to ignore your sense.
All right,
your senses,
so
to believe something that is just truly unbelievable. Like 30-06 got stopped by Charlie's neck because of a miracle. Yeah, trust yourself. That is kind of the goal here, is to let people stop committing to government groupthink, which is how they control us all,
How do I
and
go
also
up?
make us hate each other. It is just a fact that the greatest threat to government, what this is really about, is the left and the right coming together. Right? This is like the thing that they have to prevent, and this is why I am now number one in who they are attacking.
Why are we not working?
The military-industrial complex, which
Up.
our nation for a very long time. I'm encouraging people to read books to learn about the history of psychology and why they do these sorts of things like diagnose you and tell people that they should homeschool their kids, right? So they don't end up like us. And when I say like us, committed to one one side or the other, convinced that we have things figured out when we're shouting at each other and not looking at the real power apparatus that sits behind. So to that extent,
I could do that.
Why Tucker and I have become threat number one, showing that you can survive outside of their matrix, not taking money, not taking the money that makes you fearful
Just that guy.
and surviving it. But beyond that, yeah, no, I really would not say that we are leading a cult. But we're not getting rid of this, first of all. We don't know, but we know. Okay? And it's a fact. And we are going to solve the Charlie Kirk murder. So we'll take a quick break, and then I'll read some of your comments. All right, you guys, the biggest health secret that is not talked about is that everything begins in our guts. Every day, your gut is fighting a silent war against processed foods, work stress, and toxins in the air that you breathe.
No.
Your gut is in trouble. Your whole body feels it. Most probiotics do not work.
Oh,
99% of nutrition are working to gut immune again.
Should be done with that soon enough.
American financing.
Okay, we're on comments now.
Get real with the black community. All right, top comment from Friday's episode. Think before you type. Wrote Ben Shapiro was all for Candace Owens keeping it real with the black community until she started keeping it real with Israel. And that, my friend, is a fact. And here's the thing. I don't care who you are. I'm an equal opportunity offender. If you're being stupid and what you're saying doesn't make sense, I'm going to call it out. There's nothing that's going to protect you. Being a woman's not going to protect you. Being black, being Jewish, none of it's just not going to work if you're just going to use identity politics. And right now, it is just the case that Zionists are being a little cray-cray. A lot of cray-cray. Very cray-cray. Kind of dangerous. Also, I'm going to tell you, by the way, one of the things that she mentioned as a sign of a cult was me reading comments at the end. Obviously, you guys pay for me to read these comments, and you guys compliment me, which is very kind. And so she said that me reading your comments is a cult leader tactic. So, but I'm going to keep reading these comments. U.S. Flag Pole Guy writes, "We love you, Candace. We pray for you and your family and for truth. Fight, fight, fight. Thank you so much for that donation." Stephanie writes, "Charlie knew that you would have the strength of iron against their fighting words. When the battleground was said, you are a truly armor bearer. Be my David." Yeah,
coming into
that as well.
a mess now.
I was like, I just shared Charlie's messages, and he knew he was going to die. And that is actually, in retrospect, incredibly compelling. And I wish I had. I guess there's something else. There's nothing I could have done. There's really nothing I could have done. I have to remind myself of that. Zamet writes, "Candace, #1 worldwide. Secret sauce. She speaks to us, not at us." Yeah. We're just trying to figure out what's going on, and we know that what they're telling us is going on is definitely not what's going on. And my requirement's pretty easy. Are you interested? They're asking you to be an idiot. Just be an idiot. It's just this narrative regarding Charlie Kirk is just, I've never seen any situation where they didn't present a shred of proof for their narrative. Not a shred of proof. They won't show us a clear picture of Tyler Robinson on that day despite all the cameras. That would do a lot. If they just dropped one clear image, right, we would be like, oh, at least he was on campus. Like, at least we can get there. Nothing. They're just like, trust us 1,000%, and we're going to make the physics, everything's impossible, but just trust us. We're asking for such little. If you actually go back and appreciate how the story has unfolded, we are basically saying we would have taken the bare minimum and maybe accepted some of this narrative. They're giving us nothing and telling us to swallow it whole. We just can't do that, okay? We just cannot do that. Mickey Shaw writes, "We love you, Candace. Well, you know what? Go tell that to Cold Lady. She's going to be really upset about that." Aries Girl writes, 7 million? Oh, 7 Mountain Mandate you're referring to. Makes me think of Satan tempting Christ and the quote from Elder Ephraim. The person who limits his mind to the name of Christ, the hour of death, the beauty of paradise, and the love of God will purge it of every demonic contemplation. The note here is Ephraim was a revered Greek Orthodox hero monk. Higher monk. Does that say higher monk?
Okay, so somehow I've got to get this to go over there.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that either. In the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese of America. Okay.
I think
That's very
I
interesting.
know how
What
to
I will
do
say
it.
is it's giving cults to say you can infiltrate in the name of the Lord, and which means be deceptive, right? You can be deceptive.
Yep, that's right. It's exactly what he's saying.
It does make me feel good knowing that he was putting money into Turning Point USA Faith, and like I said, we are going to have some exclusive revelation and Turning Point Faith keeps up
Okay,
its
do it.
investigation.
Go back up
Money
there.
was being interjected, and I think when Charlie raised his head and realized something was wrong, and that's why he established Doge, he made some real enemies. Charlie was too brilliant to just ask a question. He would arrive at the answer very quickly. He learned very quickly, processed information very quickly, and to the extent that he was paying attention, he would have found out. That's just a fact.
Wait a minute.
It's not a small thing. They tried to reduce it. It's not a small thing that Charlie suddenly was wondering about where the money was coming from and where it was going to. On that note, later on this week, we'll be having a guest join us that will speak on Friday about Turning Point's finances. That's going to paint a big picture. It's going to make a lot of sense why some people are freaking out about this investigation, pretending to be his friend, coming up with ridiculously stupid conclusions about how I betrayed him or I lied when I said I didn't give a single interview regarding Charlie. I was in a true stage of grief. I didn't offer a single interview. Well, Alex Clark figured out, she rumbled me, that I spoke to CNN I had already scheduled CNN for my book promo, and we kept the interview on September 27th or something. And she's like, well, she lied. She spoke to CNN. That
Wait a
interview
minute.
was supposed to be exclusive.
There we go.
My book promotion, my background,
That's what I need.
Moment, and
Okay.
actually, Elle Reeves did not even get to my book at all. She didn't mention my book at all, which is quite stunning in retrospect by the end, because she was trying to hammer me, not on the Charlie stuff, but she was trying to hammer me so much on Zionism, Israel is kind of what she wanted to speak about, and then Brigitte Macron is what she wanted to speak about. Anyways, speaking of this book, I loved seeing this online. Think of a sandwich.
Oh.
Somebody in Serbia got the book, and her husband fake signed it. He forged my signature, and he wrote to her, I can't read her name, Dear Kiki, please make me a sandwich, and I can't read that, something, and then he signs it himself. He signs it XOXO Candace. I love this idea of men fake signing my book to try to get their lives to do stuff. So I had to
That's awesome.
Belgrade, Serbia. I reached out to her. We're now going to send her a free signed copy because it made me giggle so much this morning. And if you guys would like to get your copy, you can go to makehimasandwich.com. This book is doing fantastic, and we're really excited about that. So,
Alright,
yeah.
let's see if I
That's
can
what
do
have
it
for you
now.
guys. Thank you for
Stop.
supporting me.
Stop.
Twitter is crazy. X is crazy. I don't know why, but there's a Zionist picture that is emerging in this story. It's a faith picture. Be wary of the influencers who are trying to struggle session you into believing that actually recognizing that what they are telling us makes virtually zero sense.
Alright, we'll get rid of
Is
this.
somehow a sin. I would say this isn't an Agatha Christie novel, but real life is actually better than an Agatha Christie novel. I'm realizing
Okay, so we got that one
so
right
much
there.
corruption that is happening, and we are now in a time of tremendous revelation. So if you are working for the side of darkness, you are probably right about now on notice. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Nice. She's so cool. The real deal, guys. The real deal. Let me, real quick, get to my live stream here. Yeah, I just wanted to listen to her tonight. She was dipping into some deep stuff that people don't usually talk about. Give me a second. I'm looking at the chat here. Oh, it's a factory game, EJ. Yeah, let me let's see here. Let's fix that. Yeah, turn that down a little bit. Okay. There we go. So, and I will put the music back on. Probably won't be listening to any more videos for a little while. Try to dig into this. Might take a minute for the music to start, but it will. Alright, let's continue. It's a nice little score in this game. The game is much more beautiful on PC, but I don't have a PC at the moment, so we will have to do it this way. And we need to get you live. I love that little bird thing that's up there. It looks so much better on PC, like I said. So much better. Why are we red over there? Why are we red over here? Did I not plug him in? Oh, is he full? Oh, I didn't make anything. Maybe it's screws? Is it screws? Yeah, I think it is. I was thinking there was something that was going to be screws. I just couldn't remember what it was. What I think bad about this? Let's see. Let's grab all of these. So we'll have those pipes at least. We don't, you know, we really don't need screws right now. We will later, but we don't really need them right now. So I might just give it a break for now. Alright. So what was I doing? I was powering everything up. Okay, I think I got everything powered up now. I'm gonna check my burners, see if they're still going good. They should be doing really good. Yeah. The splitter's working very well. Yep, 200. 200. Yep. Wonderful. I'm gonna have to get some more grass before long. No, I got tons of grass. I don't need to worry about that. Still processing it. Okay. So pretty much we're making everything that we can make right now. And we've got power working, that's good. I should have all of my drills going. Where are you not? Okay, you're going, that's good. Oh, he's not going because I'm overloaded. Okay. And I guess I'll just save that for later. Let's check and see what else I need to make. Reinforced plate, I can't make those yet. Iron plates. I think it's iron plates is what I need to make. I need to make that stuff too, but alright. Alright, so we'll put you right here. Beautiful. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Where'd my music go? I really like my music. There we go. Yes. That's what I want. And then we'll make steel plates. The screws, iron rods, wire, cable. We'll make that stuff too. But for now, just make steel plates. Are we not going to? Oh. Oh, I need power. Duh, last. Okay. Let's, I guess it'd be this one then. about that? No, it's not going to work. Okay, I got to get it close to the drill. Let's get it close to the drill. Maybe right there? Yeah, that's about the best I can do. Right there. I wish I could label these boxes. I think I can later. For now, I'm just going to have to remember. Not a big deal. Yeah, we'll do screws later. I got like 300 screws, I believe. Yeah, almost 300 screws. So, we can always do that crap later. Let's get some of these things done. So... So we got all those, that's good. Didn't we? Yeah, we got that one. Got that one. And we got that one. Okay. Part assembly, copper sheet, rotor. We need rotors for sure. Assembler. What's that? Looks like a bigger assembler. Or constructor assembler. Okay. Modular frame, smart plating. Also clearing, that would be really good to have. Don't really need it right now though. Resource sync bonus program, yeah, I definitely want to do that too. But stackable conveyor Mark II. I think I want that. Let's do that. Alright, we do need screws then. Alright, we need 200 pipes. We need wire. We need... Yeah, wow. Okay. Let's go get it then. This one. That one. Here's the wire. Should probably be enough. There's some pipes. Oh, there it is right there. And we need to start making screws. Alright, let's start making screws then. Put you like right here. Come on. Why aren't you blue? What's going on? Oh, I'm out of crap. Okay. There we go. That should do it. There's the wire right there. That should be the screws, okay. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like that could work. Stop. Stop. Do that. There's our screws. Wow, it's coming fast. Let that do its thing. Let's get some more plates. I don't have much. Okay, cable looks like we're good on cable. What about pipes? Yeah, let's take that 200. How about you? What's this? This is grass. Okay. Didn't I have some stuff over here? Yeah, let's get some ingots from each one. That'd be useful. Yeah, I kind of like doing this like outside. Like, I know later, you know, we're gonna make a factory, a building, floor, stuff like that, walls. But right now, I'm really enjoying just the craziness of it. Kind of fun for me. Let's see, we got that. We should have. Yeah, we should be good now. Let's go over and see what we can build. Alright, so we got you, screws, plates. We need more plates, we need more screws. Let's go check them out. Might take a bit to get that one fulfilled. There's 132, that's not bad. Let's see what plates look like. 42. The screws are quick. They're fast. I want to figure out what the assembler does, because I can't remember. It's been so long. Oh, so close. Let's make some more of those reinforced plates. I need screws. Okay. Yeah, people were asking, this is called Satisfactory, and it's a really high quality factory game set up in an alien world, and you get to, it's basically a survival game too, and you start from scratch and survive just like a lot of the other survival games that I play, or the other factory games I play, and crafting games. And I just love it. This is definitely my thing. And I played it on PC for a little bit, someone else's PC. I can't stream it, but I played it on PC for a little while, and it just wasn't my thing. And I don't have a PC right now, so when it came on the console, I was like, yeah, definitely. We're definitely doing it. I'm already enjoying it quite a bit. Let's see. Plates. Screws. Oh, so close. So close. Let's go over there and wait for more and it'll be done. What have we made? Trying to get everything automated right now, so everything is being built. I don't have to do anything manual except for the plates. The plates, for whatever reason, have to be done manual right now, so and that's okay. And we basically have some mines. We've got copper mines, we've got iron mines, and these big drills drill out the ore. We've got iron ore right here being drilled out, and then we have a smelter to smelt it right here into iron ingots, and the same with the copper. The copper's the same way. This right here is a limestone mine, and it enables us to make concrete and stuff. So that gets mined, and then this is my copper mine over here. Well, anyhow, let's get up there. Copper mine right there. Is it running? Are you running? You're yellow. Oops. Okay, well now it's running it. Now it's doing what it's supposed to do. Is this on? You're yellow. Are you going to turn green once it gets there? I'm going to have to replace these eventually. But for now, they're doing the trick. They're getting it done. Yep, it's on. So it's gonna smelt that into copper ingots so we can build stuff, make stuff. And then these constructors actually take the ingots and make stuff, like right here. Ingots coming through, constructor mix into iron plates, which is what I need. Let's get those. Let's go over here. It's a pretty seamless system. They got a lot of bugs out of this. This has been in early access for quite a while. They finally released it, I believe. And then this, I believe, yeah, this is where I have all my grass, my biomass, they call it, in there. And I also have grass in there, too. And then it actually makes the biomass from the grass. So what I need to do is I need to take this out because it's causing trouble. And then we'll just... There, that should fix it. Can we not? Okay. And now it should start up again. And it'll make the biomass. And for some reason my fuse is blown. I don't know why it did that. Did not like that at all. This one looks okay. What happened to you? Oh, maybe it's got too much power on it. That could be true. But I don't think so, because there's not much power there. Maybe what I could do is put this one over here. That's what I'll do. There we go. We'll have it connected to this one instead. Because this is going across the lake, and there's not much there, so... Where you at? Oh, there it is. Are you not going to do it? Oh, there's one power line, that's right. Oops. Okay, so what I could do is just connect it here. Are you not going to do it? There we go. And we'll just connect you to there. And that should get it going again. Let's see. Taking that power and moving it over. Huh. What are you doing? You're dead too? Oops. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea. Yeah, let's figure this out. So we'll undo you. And we'll undo you, please. There. Now let's do it. A little complicated, but once you get it, it's not so bad. Alright, let's put you right here. Yeah, let's start her up again. He's got way too much stuff going on over there. Well... We gotta... Maybe we need a third one. Do we seriously need a third burner? Maybe we do. Yeah, let's go up in the tower and figure out what the heck is going on here. Maybe we'll listen to Tucker in a bit, too. Can't remember what he was talking about. And why is my music not working? Alright, let's try that. Let's see if that works. There it is, finally. Okay, we got music. Okay, so we'll do a quick save as well. 45. Wait. Yeah. Okay. I guess I could split these guys off. Split it like this. And then just when I get over here, cut it off. Alright, let's do it. Are we gonna go down? Yeah, until I can fly, I have to do that or I'll die. So, once we get here, please. Once we get here, we'll break it off. Okay. So that's connected like that. I just have to put my own little pole right here, I guess. Yeah. Alright, I'll put you like right here. Can we not? Okay. Where's the pole at? Oh, he's right there. I'll put him right there then. There. So that'll connect here. That'll connect there. So now we've got two circuits now. Okay. Let's see if this will work. Alright, so as I come around here, I come around here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, so I come right here, excuse me. And I'm gonna go to there. Okay. And we'll have it go to there. Now let's try it out. Okay. And then this one can do all that. And it'll go there. And I gotta separate it somehow. Oh, okay. I'll just pull the pole this way then. That should work. I'll put you like right over here. Something like that. Alright. And then... why are we not working? Alright, are we out of stuff? Fine. There we go. Okay. Why are we not liking that? Why are you not liking that? Fine. Alright, let's do... Can we not do it? No empty power line. What's he talking about? Oh, I'm using it for something. So what about right here? Can we do that? All right. And we'll move you. How about that? Okay, so that's going to be that down there. And that's going to be this side. So let's look at the tower first. I want to see what it looks like. What does it look like? Okay. So that's going to power those. That's going to power those. That's going to power those. Okay. Let's see if it works. Why not? Alright. Alright, here goes nothing. And it works. Oh, okay, there we go. So we consume that many megawatts, and then maximum consumption is 25. Okay. So I'm consuming 16. Max is 25. Okay, what's this one say? It's about the same. We were able to split it up pretty good, so that's good. Alright, cool. What's that look like over here? Oh, it's all over the place. It's fine, I don't care. It'll be fine. Alright. Be a good time to save it. Let's see. What was 8, 7. Let's do 7. Alright, let's go. I think we've got everything running again, like we're supposed to. Yep, I see green lights everywhere. Let's get some more screws. Well, we need a few more screws. We'll get those. We'll get the plates. There's the plate on. Yep. Everybody's still running and everybody's happy. All right, let's go. Let's get her done. I got stuff all over the place, but it's working, so it's all that matters. It's functional. All right. Let's do it.
Milestone reached. The assembler can produce more complex parts, including the first project part, smart plating, which is crucial for initiating project assembly. Project parts must be delivered to the space elevator.
Oh
By
yeah, we gotta
completing your
make that.
contracted duties as part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve Fix-It company goals without any other ulterior motive. Note, humans cannot craft project parts. Do not worry about your inadequate crafting skill when compared to an assembler. Fix-It cherishes your innate human abilities, such as walking, striking objects, and commodifying natural resources.
I don't know what she meant by all that. Okay. So I can make copper sheets now? Maybe I should. Where's my copper? Over here? No, I gotta turn that off. That's driving me nuts. No. How do I do it? Oh no. It's gonna cause all kinds of problems. There we go. I fixed it. Now how do I get rid of that? Where's the grass? I can't remember what it was. Let's see. It's not gonna let me do it, is it? There it is. Why is it not letting me do it? Alright. Anyway. You know what? Let's look at this. Which one is it? Reload, interact. I think it's square. Yeah, it was square. Okay, cool. Auto pickup is off now. We got our ingots here from the copper. And you're making... Yeah, you're made enough of those. Let's make something else. Here. What else we got here? We got enough of those for now. How much cable do we have? Yeah, we got plenty of cable for now. Let's do... Let's do these sheets. Cool. Alright. Just let that be for now. Alright, let's see what else. Okay, there's a modular frame. Alright. Oh, I need to make some rotors too. Let's do that one. No. I'm out of screws right now. Pipelines. Okay, we'll definitely need that copper later, so we'll definitely make those. And make the space elevator. Requires total special project parts to complete project at so many phases. Completing these phases will unlock new tiers in the hub terminal. Okay. Let's see. Constructor assembler. Automated by feeding component parts via conveyor belts. We know that. Resulting parts can be automatically extracted by connecting the conveyor belt to the output port. Okay. Trying to remember what I did. Oh, I need to make rotors somehow. How do I make rotors? Let's try to make some rotors. Okay. I think we need at least like 5. Okay, there's 5. So yeah, I need some other stuff here. Stop. All right, let's get what, 10? We make 10 of them. Let's make 10. Can only make 7. Okay. Reinforce. Okay. Modular frame. Let's make those. Okay, we got about 4 of those. Alright, so okay, just need some more of those. So we'll go ahead and get those. I think I need pipes and screws. Wow, that's a lot of screws. Pipe should be good. Oh, you know what? I think I need plates. Let's get some plates. Yeah, plates and screws. And I think I need 8 of these. This is called Satisfactory. Valius TV. It used to be a PC game, but they brought it to console, which is awesome. Alright, so I got those. Let's see. Can I make it somewhere now? We can. Where the heck do I want it, though? That's a big sucker. Let's move over here. Let's see if we move over here. It's just a great factory game. It's kind of weird going to that tree. Oh well, we'll leave it alone. Can put it over here, I suppose. Who's that? Is that just sitting there? Oh. Who is it? Oh, yeah. That's from the clay thing. Let's get him some power, too. Why don't we use this pipe right here? Use this line. There we go. Let's just put it over here and see what it does, what it looks like. He's a big one. Maybe something like that. Nice. Looks good too. Alright, so well, look at this. I could just pull him right from here. This game is kind of like my Tectonica, but it is much more advanced. Can you explain what we do? Oh, you build factories and you try to make certain products with other products. Basically, you start from ore, like iron ore, copper ore, and then you smelt it, and then after you smelt it, then you can make other things. Like, see, you got the drill right here, and he's making iron ore. I mean, he's digging iron ore out of the ground. You got a smelter, and he is smelting the iron ore into iron ingots. And then the conveyor takes it to the storage bin, and it stores it up for me. And then it comes out, and then it goes over here to a constructor, and it constructs iron plates. And then that gets stored into another storage bin. And then, yeah, it's just in the storage bin. But on this one, that constructor makes pipes, and then it goes into this constructor and it makes screws from the pipes, see? And then it stores it into the storage bin. And so all these different things I need to have to be able to go to the next level. So I have to build like an infrastructure that's full, that has power and everything to be able to do that. And let's see. Oh, no, it's not. This is like the very beginning. I just started last night on this save. Yeah, but I played it before, so I kind of got an idea what to do. And I remember that game I played, Tectonica, too. So if you look right here, you have all these different things that you can make manually, which takes forever. Or you can automate them through the factory that I have here outside. See, so it's looking for certain things. It's looking for the screws. It's looking for... It's on the right here. Let me see if I can... Yeah. Anyway, it says build space elevators. So we need 500 screws. We need 100 wires. And we need 100 concrete. So we have to use all that stuff to make that stuff. So we can go to the next level. And we can build bigger and better factories and have more toys and things that you can use, vehicles and stuff like that. What's so cool about this game is they have trains in it, just like with Auctioneer. And you can actually, they have really well done train system, signaling and everything. So I'm really excited about getting to that point eventually. But we have to get through all these different milestones to be able to get the trains. And we need to build the space elevator. I have a nice big spot over there I'm going to put him in. So I just have to find this stuff. Obstacle clearing. Yeah, I wanted to do that obstacle clearing. Let's see. Can we put it? Yeah, there's some of the screws. Here's the wire. And then what is that? What is that over there? Concrete. Okay. So let's get the concrete. I have a little bit of that. Don't have a lot. But I will because this factory over here is making concrete from this limestone here. This limestone mine. It should be made right here if it's turned on, which I think I probably turned it off. Yeah. Oh, I'm full. That's what it is. Are you not going to work now? Oh, there it is. So now it's going to start making the concrete. And we have 500 parts of concrete, so units of concrete. So we should be able to take care of that one right now. Let me get around this. Yeah. When you start out, you start out with the bare bones. You barely can jump, stuff like that, and you get better power up, like upgrades as you play the game. You can research stuff. It's pretty cool. We need to get screws, so I need to go to that mine over here. It's making screws. this factory I made that's making screws, which is these little blue guys right here. We have 332. I think that's going to do it, hopefully. And we'll send it on its way. His little alien creatures you gotta fight in here to progress too. So it's not just factory building. Alright, so we're gonna let the pod go.
Milestone
shoot
reached.
up in the air.
Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency
Nice.
of biomass burners.
Definitely want
To aid
that.
in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational
Nice.
note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month?
Nope.
You could be if you construct, automate, explore, and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated, fun, fun, fun.
No, it's on PC. I think it's on most consoles. I know for sure it's on PlayStation 5. But it's on PC on, I think it's on Epic. It's on Epic and it's also on Steam, because I played it on Steam. And it looks way more beautiful on Steam. But, I gotta take what I can get right now. It seems to stream pretty well, so... Alright, so that is done. So, let's see what we did, because I can't remember. There's definitely a lot of progression in this, which makes it fun. So, obstacle clearance. So we got the chainsaw, the solid biofuel, and 3 inventory slots with what we just did. So that's cool. Get jump pads. I don't really care about that right now. Resource sink bonus? Yes, please. Logistics. Logistics will give us conveyor belt Mark IIs. Oh, man, that would be good, too. Let's do that. Let's do that. We'll put that in there. Are we not going to do it? Oh, he's not back. We got to wait for the pod to come back. Yeah, it's on Steam. Do you have a PC? Let's see. Let's go. Let's put some pipes in there. Yeah. So we need 50 of those suckers. I better get making them. But first, I want to go check. I want to go see what that constructor does, or that assembler does. It looks cool, and I can't remember what it did on PC, so I'm gonna go check it out. 842. Oh, there he's back. Cool. Just in time. In a sense, we basically terraform this planet, this alien planet, to do what we want. We exploit all the resources and build stuff and all that. It gets pretty crazy. Just depends on how much you want to do with it. Get you, get you, get you, get you. And got concrete. No more pipes. Alright. Let's go get some pipes and plates. Where are my pipes? Right there. 139, that should do it. That should cover us. We'll be done before we know it. There, all we need is the plates now. Let's see if we can make plates over here. Come on. Jump up. see. So I can make smart plating. I can make oh, I can. Look at that. So to do it, I gotta have the screws and the plates to make reinforced plates. Which we can do that. What else? What else? So we could do smart plating. So we can't use copper on this one, so we'll just get, well, wait a minute. That's the ingots I wanted right there. But that's not what I need, so there we go. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and snake it over there. This is plates. So we'll go ahead and snake you over there. Nice. Okay. So now we got plates coming over there. And what do we need? We needed screws. So we got to bring screws over there too. What if can't we go up? Why don't we go up? That'd be cool. Let's do that. Conveyor lift. Right there. Now how do I go up? Rotate, sample, snapping, build. Aha, there it is. Nice. Maybe something like that. Doesn't really need to go up that high. Let's do that. Yeah, there it is, see? See how it just takes the screws up there? And then we'll just go over here. And we'll try to put him right there. And I don't remember how many steps he was. I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, he can go far. He can go up high. Probably don't need to be... I'll do it like that. Alright, and then we'll go and get the conveyor belt. And then we'll just bring it over there. Am I out? No, I'm not out. I should be able to bring it over here if I have enough. I don't think oh, it's clipping. And it's too long, too. Alright, well... Does it need to go down? Oh, it does. Okay. I guess I could do that. What's that look like? Not bad. Let's try this. How about like that? No, it's going the wrong, yeah, it's going the right direction. Alright, we got that. And then, so that means we don't even need this. We just need to snake it around is all. Alright, can we get you? Done. There it is. Oh, I love it. This is like one of my favorite factory games. Oh, check out. Oh, you've already played it? Over 1,000 hours. That's funny. Yeah, Tectonica, I got quite a few hours in that too. That was a lot of fun. It was a good thing while I was waiting for this to come in on console. I don't even know why I did that. Probably because the stuff in the way. Yeah, that's why I did it. It looks cool too, so. Alright, so we got plates. We got plates going in there. We got screws coming up here. Let's see how it's gonna go. Nice. I love it, love it, love it. And it doesn't look nasty. It doesn't look like a big mess. Alright. Get up there. Alright, so he's ready. Let's do it. There it is. Oh, no power. Come on, last. Where am I? I'll just do it right here. Yeah, you gotta, like, build everything. Which is great. It makes it that much funner. Alright, are we gonna do it? No empty power connection. Are you crazy? Do I need to make another one? Yes, I do. Can I just do... What's that up there? He doesn't have one either. That sucks. Okay, I know what to do. Let's do it right here then. Let's pulley over here. Done. We just gotta wait for it to build, and it should start making it. Ah, too much power. I knew it. This guy probably needs his own power, I think. Yeah. Let's do that. Let me think. How should I do it? Let's get over here and... You know, I think I'm gonna do... I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna... Instead of doing that... Yeah, I'm gonna disconnect this one. Yeah. Maybe it's this one right here. Alright, so you're gonna go... You're not gonna go down there. You're not gonna go down there. What you're gonna do is you're gonna connect right here. There we go. Alright, and I'm gonna put a third one, and that's gonna be for these guys here. I got a spot right there. It might work. Yeah, it's gotta work. It's the only place it can work. Now, can I fit you in here? Let's see if I can fit him in there. I should be able to. Biomass burner. Yeah. What about right there? Maybe? How about that? Alright. And let's pull a belt over here. Yep. That doesn't look bad. Curvy over here. Please. Oh, there we go. Nice. Can't complain there. Alright. Now. Let's get your power. Where are you at? Are we not gonna work? Why are we not working? Okay. Done. Now we just gotta start him up. I think. Looks like he's already going. There we go. And that should do it. So we've got 3 biomass. Let's see what he looks like now. 9.1. Max is 14. Let's look at this one. 4.3. What's this one? Oh, yeah. $25. Why are you so big? Alright, let's figure out how to do that biomass. Give me a second. I gotta mute. I gotta get something to drink. Okay, I'm back. So what I need to do, I need to find out what line is using the most. Because that assembler is going to take a lot. So let's go down there and see. Okay, so he's consuming 25. That's the big one. And what is 25? 25 is all that stuff. Oh, you're 25. What are you? 4.3. That's the one I need to do. 14. Yeah. It's 4.5. 4.3 is the one we need to do. And it's just that side. So it looks like what I could do is... Let me look. So if you're going to go this way... Okay, he stops right there. Why couldn't we just continue him to the constructor? Or whatever, this assembler. Let's do it. Alright, let's see. And I'm thinking he's over here. Yeah, I could put it like, what, right here maybe? That might cause some problems. Let's see. Alright, there's you. And then we'll just, please, do that. And then, I guess, put him like that. Still going. Let's go check it out. Yeah, there it is. It's making it. One per minute, huh? Can't make a lot, that's for sure. Alright. Let's go check it out. Can I not get under here? That's so annoying and frustrating. Alright. Can we go this way? We can. Let's go up here. Okay. Alright, I think, was it you? There's 25. What's this one? 19. What's this one? 9. Okay. Well. Wait. That was 19 and that was 19? That was 9. Okay, so there's not much here because this is across the way. This is the copper one. What I could do... Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, those 3 machines is... Okay. Yeah, that's good. If we can just keep things going without things breaking, that would be great. That would be great. And maybe I could put another assembler down here for other things, like rotors and stuff. We'll have to see. We will have to see. Let's go check on it. Looks like it's definitely going to take a bit to get stuff done. We got 10. That's not bad. We need, what, 50? We need 50. Oh. Well, I can actually make them faster, so let's take a few of them out. There we go. And then what else I need? Need steel. There we go. Alright, let's do it. Better save, too. Yeah, I like it a lot. I really enjoy this game quite a bit. I enjoy it too much. Need to make sure I get some good sleep tonight. Let's do it. Looks like we make 14 of them. We could definitely make them faster than that assembler. Okay, so there's that. Let's put that in there. Oh, well, there we go. We got quite a few. Let's go get the rest of them. There's 9. We could probably finish it out. Wait. No. Come on, pick it up. Why aren't you picking it up? Oh, we're not gonna pick it up. Must be a bug. It's not wanting to pick anything up. Oh, it is. It is picking it up. Once we do this, I want to do some upgrades. Alright, let's get it done. Okay, cool. Let's go. Wait, do I have screws? Yeah. Tons of screws. Yeah, if you look at my playlist on Satisfactory, you can see what I did yesterday and how I started. Let's see. Let's see what I got. I may have enough. Oh, so close, so close. How do I make bullet biofuel? Oh, we gotta do that. We've got to do that. Let's get that changed right away. Wait, how do we do it? How do we do it? How do we do it? So, biomass. So the biomass goes into biofuel, solid biofuel, and fuel for the chainsaw. Yes, please. Alright, so we got our grass here. It's being made into biomass. Why don't we stop that? No. Why don't we stop it? Please, stop. And why don't we... change it to biofuel. Stop, stop. What are we doing? Why are we not doing it? Okay. There we go. We need 8 to do it. And go. Nice. Yes, indeed. No, I don't want to do that. Let's do this one. Come and get it. Get him. Get him. Alright. So. No. There we go. We'll get that going there. We should have this going there. There we go. That'll work. And this one. Get that one. Done. And I think that's going to be much better. 4 per minute. So it seems to last longer. Oh yeah, look at the burning fuel. Much better. So let's try it out. So if we put grass in there, what's it gonna do? Oh yeah, it's way faster. Please? What are you doing? Yeah, that's pretty quick too. Wait, that actually is faster. Ah. Can we please go over there? Okay. Oh yeah, much better. Much, much, much better. We gotta make it though. I'm a little behind, a little behind. Why are we a little behind? Oh, because of that crap. We have to get rid of the grass out of there. Can we please? Alright, what am I doing? Let's just do it this way. Oh my god, everything. Take all. It's not gonna let me. Okay. Let's do this then. Alright, now let's get the grass. There we go. Now, get it all, get it all, get it all. There we go. Alright, we should... Yeah, my biomass now. Like we need. Good job. See if we can get it there before we run out. Please don't take it. Do we have field of view? We do. Let's take a screenshot there. Alright. Wait, go down. Alright. Oh wow, let's just do 100 and see how that works. No, I already did that. Apply. Okay, how about that? Now I can see it all. And we are definitely going to get these upgraded. These belts need to go faster. Let's do... No. Nope. Why am I doing auto pick? Stop it. I don't even know how to... Oh, there it is. There. Okay. Alright, so we need to get the grass done too. The grass needs to be processed. So, let's see here. Can I squish this over a little bit? Let's try it. What about you? Can I? Yeah, sure I can. I'd probably just make a little thing. Yep, I knew it did. I knew it would. Alright, now let's put a little storage here. What is it mad about? Oh, there we are. Oh, is that? Okay. What about that? Oh gosh, that's so close. I don't know if that's gonna work. Let's see. Say, nope, not gonna work. Fine. We'll do it again. That means we're gonna have to put him right here. Maybe like that. How about that? That's too close. It's too freaking close. Not gonna work. Alright, let's try it again. No. No. There it is. Okay. I just need to... Ooh, okay. Yes, please. I'll put you like that. That could work, maybe? Let's see. Yes, indeed it works. Alright, so now we're going to put you in here. You. Alright. Nice. Alright, we'll grab that box too. Take all. Can't take all of it all the way, but we can put it right here. No. There it is. Let's get the rest of it. Take it all. Put you in there. There we go. How are we looking now? Yes, that's what I want. Nice. Alright, so now we'll put another one right here. Yes, that's what I want right there. How about that? It's awfully close. Let's see if it works. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. And then over here, maybe I can get a storage thing over here. Let's try doing that. Maybe I could just put them up here. Why don't I just put them up here? Shoot. Why not? Yeah. Crap. Let's go back up here again. Just kind of put him right here, I guess. I need iron plates. Okay. Well, let's get us some iron plates and some pipes. Pipes should be right there. We got a little bit, and then iron plates should be over here. No, we don't. They're all going over here, which that's probably enough for now. There. All right, cool. We'll leave those reinforced plates alone for a while. I mean, I could put one here. It's possible. Let me try it. No. Yeah. Okay, how about this? Yeah, something like that. And I guess I'll stick him there too. We'll do this for now. We'll do this for now. All right. Yes. Do it. All right, and then we'll just put the green here. That's good, because that's where I'll be getting the grass anyways, over here. I guess I'd put wood in here too, right? Let's try. Let's try. Please. Alright, so you're gonna make that. Right? Let's do wood. And let's put the wood that I have in there. And I get power. So I get power. That could cause problems. Can I get you from over here, maybe? Why is that up there? Oh. Okay, so there's a fourth one. I suppose we could use that. Let's try it out. There we go. And yeah, we'll put you way over here. And then I'm out of wood, and that's that. Alright, and let's just put him here. And we'll change this back to grass. There we go. That should do it. Nice. So here's the power system right here. And that turns into that. And that goes to that. And that turns into that. And then we have a power plant. Let's jump up here so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Let's look at power consumption. 16. 12. And 9. Okay, now all that's going. What am I missing? Let's see, what else does he want? Oh. There we go. Logistics Mark II. Definitely want to upgrade my stuff.
Milestone reached. Fix-It would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient, don't disappoint Fix-It.
Yes. Let's do it. Get us a chainsaw and object scanner. Not sure what that does, but that'll probably be useful. Let's see. Stop it. There we go. Nice. Alright, let's get rid of that tree. It actually looks cool. Nah, I don't want to get rid of that tree. I want to keep it there. It looks cool and it lights up everything. Yeah, we're gonna leave them alone. We'll get some other trees though. Before it was annoying, but now it's not. It actually looks cool. So we can cut these trees. You know what? Let's be smart last and let's save before we go in the wild. Do not know what's down there.
This fleeting temple hums a resident song. Play for us.
Kinda weird. Oh no. There's a yellow slug. Ooh, what are those? They look like bats. It doesn't look good. I got him. They did not attack me, which is very good. They look like bats. Look how beautiful this world is. It's really cool. And it's quite a big map, too. There's the map. It's humongous. It just goes on and on. And it's not procedurally generated either, so that makes it even more cool. Alright, let's go. We got the yellow slug. I'm gonna have to move that storage into a better place. This is not a good place for it. Maybe I can put him over here while I'm working on stuff. Yeah, I might put him right here. We can use that for the sink later too. So you got that. So we'll put go ahead and put that grass over here. And let's see, so get the rest of that. And we'll just move it all over here. Oh, it's back. Alright, cool. That is done. What is this? Oh, that stuff. Okay. And I guess that was wood? Is that what that was? It was wood. Alright, let's take it out. Stop. Take it out, please. Take it out. 20 biomass. Alright. Let's, I mean, this thing is so seamless. I love it. It's like so quick. It can just let you delete it so easy. Okay. Let's go ahead and put everything in here. Am I gonna have room? Yeah, let's get these out of there. Nobody cares about those. Nobody cares about you. You. Alright, and then we'll put the miner in there and scanner in there. Chainsaw. Well, I need the chainsaw, so let's keep the chainsaw and the scanner out. What else? Put the wire in there. Yeah. That should do. And I got a little storage space with all that stuff. Get a drink here, and then we'll go ahead and keep working. Let's get this wood done. Let's get the wood done. Why are you not letting me do it? There. There. Get all this wood done. Oh, I don't have enough. That's why. No. Let's go back to leaves again. And then, boop. That should do it. And that should make biomass. And then put the rest of my biomass in there. And then I guess we'll just put the wood in here for now. I don't know where else to put it, so. No, you know what? I'll keep it on me. That'd be better. Keep it on me. Let's put each little thing that I need. We'll put it right here. So we'll put that. We'll put 100 of that. We'll put 100 of that. That should work. Put the wood in there, I guess. No, because we're gonna be finding wood, so we'll keep it on me. Yeah, let's put the ore in there. What ore do I have? Iron ore. Okay. Where is my iron ore? Let it suck it down, then when it gets down to, what, 80 or so, we'll throw it in there. There's 90. Yeah. We gotta wait till it gets down a little to 5. There it is. We're good now. Alright. So that's done. For the most part, I think we're just gonna let it keep going. Let it keep going. Let's see, what is it I can make over here? Other than this, what else can you make? Modular frames, I'm sure I need to make those. Project part. Okay, space elevator. Yeah, I do need to build a space elevator. That is right. Let's go check that out over here. It must be the wrong one. Nope. That's not it. Well, let's move you over then. There we go. Alright. Single? Oh, okay. I guess I just go over to the tree. Let's see. Okay. Oh. Alright. What about... Let's go to these little trees here. Yeah. Now, what do I do to use it? Yeah, I thought you just go right up on it. Interact is square. Switch tool, okay. Tool specific. Okay. No. Yeah, I did that. I'm not sure what's going on here. No, that's not what I want. Yeah, select. Actions, L2. Okay. Clears area of floor is too difficult to remove by hand. Oh, it needs biofuel. Goofy. Alright. My silly butt. Okay, let's go get the biofuel in. They always think of everything, don't they? Oh, we're getting backed up here. Can we not pick it up? Oh. Probably shouldn't have done that. There we go. Alright, let's go over here and see if I can do it now. Unequip action. How the heck am I supposed to do it? Fuel, biofuel. Do I just have it on there? On me? I guess. Alright, let's see. No. Oh, it's working now. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, so where are they? Oh yeah, that's right. Let's see. Where the heck did the dang tree go? Oh, okay, I must have got it already. Okay. Let's get all this grass. Do not want to fall down there. Something nasty down there, I'll tell you that. Ew. Yeah, I could go up there. I've been there before. Let's go over and get rid. Can I get rid of these big trees, maybe? Let's see if I can. Can I get rid of you? Yes, I can. Now what? Okay, so it must have just picked it up. It must have got it. Cool. Yeah, it just goes in there. Ooh, that slug is right down there. But I don't know how to get down there without dying. Oh, wait a minute. Interesting. Wait a minute. Yeah. Look at these little trees. Oh, it just already does it. Okay. Crap! I knew that piece of crap was here. I knew he was here. Get away. I can't get you with the thing, stupid thing. Jackass. Here, oh, over here. He can kill me over here, I guess. Wait a minute. Can I jump up there? I can. Alright. So maybe I can get over here. Where are you at? Right there? Can I get you from here? Hey, this is my territory, dude. Mine, not yours. Nuh-uh. That's what I thought. Where did stuff go? It's all magical looking over here. Well, he's gone now. Maybe I can get that slug. Definitely need that slug. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I got it. Alright, let's go and drop his stuff off, then I'll deal with that. And the wood, I need to do the wood. Let's see here. Yeah. So I got the grass there. Let's do the wood. Oh, there's all the wood. Okay. And then we'll just turn it back on. And it should be making it now. There it is. Okay, cool. And this is just going to keep coming on. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm not going to worry about it. Alright, so I'll keep those berries on me, and then let's go over here. There we go. Put that in there. And that should make what I need. Yeah. How you doing? You doing it? Yep, he's doing it. Boy, it's making the biomass really fast too. $196. Cool. Alright, let's put this stuff over here. Yeah, I gotta go get the slug. So that'd be a 4th slug. How many slugs do I need for the next thing? Oh yeah, I gotta save too. What am I thinking? 921. 1003. Alright, let's see. Oh, I've already got the blue slug. So what do I want the blue slug for? How many of these do I need? I need 1. I need rotors and wires. So let's get rotors and wire and get this done. And let's see. So how do I make rotors again? Did I do that? Is it over here? I can't remember. I think I made them manually. You get those? Yep. Any more? Nope. Okay. What do we got here? So we got you. Ooh, I can make rotors, but I need screws and... Well... Let's go grab them then. Where did I put them? Here? Nope. It's on this side. Yep. 149, that's not bad. Alright, so there we go. And there we go. Looks like we need more screws. So he's on, he just is waiting for screws to build, it looks like. Yeah, we'll let it make some rotors for us. We have 5 iron rods. We might get enough with this. Let's see. Oh yeah. Can't make it. Let's see. Let's get a few of them. Let's see. How do I split it? Let's make those first. I need those plates. Get the plates. No. There we go. Done. Alright, we'll just do that. There we go. I should get us a few. Look at that, I don't think I have that slug. What are we doing on our wood? Yeah, we're starting to get to the end of the wood now. Yeah, we're done with the wood. So, wait a minute. Yeah, we'll let it... Yeah, it needs 4 wood, so... Got here just in time. Let's go to leaves. There we go. That should build. Alright. And then let's go here and we'll put the rest of it in there. Put him. Actually, no. We'll do it like... No, go back. Put it like that. I probably should keep that with me. Well, the copper's almost filled up all the way. Alright, let's do the rotors. Let's get the rotors. $13, that's not bad. I think that's exactly what I need. $25? Okay, I need 25 then. Need a slug too. Let's get a slug. Let's get a slug. I should have 2 of them now. Yeah, I do. Alright, let's get a slug. Give him a slug. Oh, I just got to get the rotors and then I can make the power shard. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, it's a reward. Okay. Huh. Okay. Because I can make power shards now. Looking good with power, that's good. Looks like we got everything running now. And it's pretty well balanced now too. Power's balanced. Wait, 25. I've got 20. Just need 25. So we got plenty of rods in there. It's going to take a minute to do it. What was this, 4 per minute? Is that what it said? Yeah, 4 per minute. Looks like he's just doing 1 at a time now. Getting so close. Let's look at the next milestone too. Got that, got that. We got chainsaw, saw biofuel, part assembly, copper sheet rotor, module frame, smart plating. That would be a good one too. Jump pads. I don't think that would be a good thing. Speed dampening jelly. What? That's interesting. So the jelly's the one we will want to get up high. I just don't think that would be safe for him right now, or her. I think it's a her. Let's do that milestone. And we should be able to do it now. Let's see. Let's get the concrete and the spools. Alright. Whoa, wait a minute. I don't know how to all that. So close, so close. And I think we'll have enough rotors now. There we go. We have enough. We still need these. Let's do that. Turn that off for now. Let's get the iron rods. Don't need screws. Need more concrete though. Let's get that. Is that this? Nope. Concrete's over here. Oh, seriously? Come on, lad. Well, there's 500. That's good. I'm not complaining. That's fine. We don't need a storage for that. Not right now. Alright. So we'll do the pipes, concrete, and let's let this, the wire and the pipes. Let's check and see what I got. Do we have anything here? No. And let's check pipes. There's 68. That's probably all I need right there. Let's check. Cool. So there's the sink.
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as AWESOME. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the awesome resource sink will grant Fixit coupons. These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more. Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go
Cool.
awesome. Research completed. Yellow power slugs are further into their life cycle than blue power slugs, and thus have more potential energy stored. They can now be processed into power shards.
Oh, let's check it out. Oh, okay, now we got the purple ones. Alright, what's that look like? Ah, okay. So I need 100 of those. Oh, okay, so we get better power shards, I guess. The only thing is, I don't know what a power shard even is. Let's see. Oh, go back. Restructure. Strange power. Okay. Let me try. To do recipes and there it is. Alright. Buildings, parts. What is a power shard? Power, slug, mucus, select shard, ready, strange power. So I don't know exactly what it does. Crafting bench. Okay. I think it, I don't know. And the slug. Can I put a yellow slug in there? No. What about the blue one? Well, before I do it, better save. Alright. I thought... Oh yeah, we gotta put that in there too. Let's take that quartz to see if it does anything. Wait, let's look at here real quick. So we should have got, yeah, the awesome sink, the awesome shop, build gun upgrade. Okay, fun. Quartz. I thought we did this already though. Quartz crystal, new shop products. Oh, so I need more to be able to get them. What are you? Silica. Okay. Blade runners. Oh yeah. That'll help me jump, I think. Okay, he's back. What is that? Shatter rebar. Quartz crystal. Okay. I suppose I could do these. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. That is a lot. Let's do you. And you. And you. And which one do I need for that? Oh. So if I wanted to make a power... Oh, okay, so there's the 2. And yellow. We just need 1. Okay, so I need 2 of those. Power shard. Okay. There's 2. And then I need to go and get the yellow slug. What am I... He's right there. What is the deal? I've got 2 power shards and... Did it... Yeah, it says that, but I don't have it. Why can't I forward the recipe? Is the yellow power shard in here? He is. Alright, there. Now let's try it now. Okay, so it gave me 4 of them. What the heck am I supposed to do with that? More recipes and codex. Okay, evidently I can't use that stuff yet, I guess. Alright, how fun. So I got all this stuff going. Now, let's look at it one last time. We could go and get that last little slug before I go. Yeah, you can see everything now. And it's all running. It's all working. And it's not too spaghetti-like either. It's not too bad right now. It'll get worse, but it'll work for now. Alright, let's get a save. I got, let's see, that one. Alright, let's go down and see if I can get that slug. It's not killing me. We got the pig. Hopefully there's no more. Ooh, that's what I need. Nice. What's over here? Anything? Gotta be careful not to fall down there. It's very bad down there. Not good at all. There's a slug over there too. A white slug. I don't think I've seen the white slug before. I'll have to use the bouncy stuff to get to him. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk that. Yeah, they can put the space elevator right here. Once I get all the stuff for it, I think it'll fit right. He'll fit right here. Once I get all this cleared out. Are you serious? I cut down that many at once? I don't know if I'll be able to fit him in here. Just don't know. Let's do some work, that's for sure. Get rid of that rock. No, I'm completely full. I'm excited it actually works. Alright, let's see. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a good night.